This video is the Golden West Invitational where I will be running the 1500 and Charlie's running both the 8 and the 1500. This was easily the most fun meet I've been at this year, and you guys want to stay around for this one. This is a good one. Good morning, everybody. It is morning of the Golden West Invitational. Today I'm just running the 1500, and we're actually taking Charlie with us. He's going to be running both the 8 and the 15. There's one problem, though. It is looking to be like 90s the whole day, so it's going to be kind of hot, but we're looking to put in a good effort today. I'm really excited for what's to come. And yeah, let's just get the day started. So once Charlie's here, we're going to have a bagel. This road trip is going to be about 3 miles to get there, so we can eat whatever we want. And it looks like I'm going to be racing a bit later in the day. This is a pretty big meet, so it's going to go by kind of slow. So I'm really just free to eat whatever. I'm going to bring banana. So the game plan for today's race, I am the #1 seed, I think. I mean, it put me as 4:28 as my 15 PR. Actually, I think that put me third, but my actual PR is 4:22, so technically I'm still first. And the thing is, it's so hot, like we're going to be in the sun like the whole day. So I would say I want it to be tactical because I just want to win today. I'm not really going for a personal record. And I'm just going to stick behind second and third. I think that's what I want to do because I don't want to take first. I have terrible experiences from doing that. If you guys have seen the TKA videos, that was horrible. And let's go. Okay, we're like halfway, and we had to use the bathroom so bad. The visitor center came in clutch.
This happens to be the best visiting center ever, I think.
It was top quality.
Dance, here they are, heading out to the field on Devil's Track.
Yeah, super hot.
Good luck, guys. You can put this as content.
Good luck for Charlie. Yeah. I'm potentially racing the 1500 meters in a couple hours. I may have showed you by now, but it is extremely hot in Sacramento. It's like about 93 degrees. Charlie's running like pretty soon. I would say about 15 minutes. So his goal is to qualify for Nike because this is his last chance. So it's a really important meet for him. I don't have too much pressure. I'm just here for fun. So we're more here for Charlie. This is what matters. And I'll show you guys how it goes. And here's Charlie warming up for his 800. I will be here to time his 200-meter splits. Always here to support him. I want him to be there at about 64 through 4. Okay, here is Charlie's race. This is the 800 meters, so I will not be racing. You may see me on the side giving him his splits for each 200 meters. And today, Charlie was nervous, man. This is his last chance to qualify for Nike, and he was put under arguably the worst conditions to qualify. Here they are. They got it pretty fast. Charlie is in about 4th. He's coming in to the straight. And luckily, he's not on the outside of a couple runners. You want to always be in lane 1 when possible. Their first 200 was about 30 seconds, I remember, which is very fast first 200 split if you want to break 2:10. So let's see if they can hang on from here. Here we are. They're on the curve. They're about to be in the last 100 of the first 4. And by this point in the race, Charlie is in 3rd place, so that's a great spot because you can see there's not really much competition behind. And let's see what he can split through 400 meters. I told Charlie to break 2:10. It would be good to at least go out in 64, and he goes out in 66. Very hot today. Can't say I'm surprised at terrible conditions. Let's see if he can actually go under 2:10. Here we are in the third 200. This is the worst part of any 800-meter race. You're not close to the finish, and it hurts. Here we are in the last 200. Let's see what Charlie can finish in. Here he's catching up to 2nd place. Let's see if he can kick past him in the last 100 meters. Will Charlie break 2:10? Let's find out here with the last sprint. Charlie ran a great race, ended up placing 2nd, but in a time of 2:13. Okay guys, the long-awaited 1500. As you can see, it was dark and that kind of affected the video quality. As you can see, the stadium lights were on. It kind of made it a bit fuzzy, but I apologize for that, and this is what we can get out of the video. By now, it was nearing 9 o'clock, so everyone was a bit tired. We were sitting in the heat all day. This is more a race on who can just survive. And like I said earlier in the video, my game plan was to sit behind second and third. You can see me, I'm at about fourth right now, so nearly where I want to be. You can recognize me by the white CCTC jersey. It might still be hard because other kids are also wearing white jerseys. And the first 300 for me felt relatively pedestrian. We were there in about 53. I usually get out faster than that, but that is pace for a 70. By now, no matter what the pace ended up being, I was just going to stick with the front pack and hopefully kick by them at the end of the race. Here we are coming up on 400. We end up splitting a 71, so that's around race pace for me, but from here the pace actually dies out. Here the initial leader, Gabe, you may remember him from cross-country videos. It was so fun seeing him here. Shout out to Gabe if you're watching this. He fell back to fourth, and now it is the three of us white jersey runners in the front. And by the looks of it, the race is surprisingly strung out considering that the pace slowed down after 400. And by now I felt fine. I was actually kind of energized for this race. I can't tell you how much water I was drinking leading up. I had about 3 body armors, and like 4 refills of my water bottle. It was crazy. But we were still fatigued by the sun anyway, and here I am in third place still, coming up on 700 meters. Yeah, and as you can see, this is a pretty big heat of runners. We had about 18 per heat, and there were 2 heats, so there were a lot of people running today considering that it went out to such a late time. And there we are, just coming through 700. I bet we were on pace for a 225, so a lot slower than my mile pace. But that did leave me with a kick, and you guys know I can kick when it matters. Well, at least not at TKA. We still don't talk about that. So through 800, we came through in 224. This lap, the pace stayed relatively consistent. I believe we came through in about 450 pace at the end. You can still see me tucked into third place. I am feeling just fine, and I can see this group of 2 kind of catching up. Alright, here we are approaching the last 400 meters. I can just tell you I had a great kick today. And funnily enough, this last 400 ends up being oddly similar to the 1500 that I raced back in January. I was indecisive on whether I should move to the front here or wait till the straight on the next lap. I decided to just stick behind and wait. As you can see, Charlie's here in this other pack. I believe he ended up kicking into fourth, which is a great result for him. So meaning, by the looks of it, he was able to make up a lot of ground on the runners ahead of him. Okay, here we are. We just reached the last 400 meters. This is going to be a fast one, guys. Stay watching. We came through with 400 to go at 3:23, meaning this is right on pace for my old PR, which is crazy because I felt so good. Here I just moved up into second, and I'm about to take the lead on the straightaway. I knew with how I felt I had to commit to taking the lead, and from here I just accelerated. In the last 200, I am running all out. I felt like Cole Hawker here from the 1500 Olympic trials last year. And here I start to really go to the arms. This is the last 200. I felt so good to have a kick at the end of a race, something I haven't been able to do recently. And as you can see here, a gap is starting to form. And from here on out, I am just powering to the end.
Alright, so we just ran the 1500 meters. For me, it was a bit tactical of a race. I just sat behind first and second. In the last 300 meters, I picked it up. I was able to kick, and I was able to win the heat. Charlie?
I'm getting Chick-fil-A. Hell yeah, we waited long enough.
I ran tactical 426, felt great. Charlie, we don't even know what he ran.
I ran a hungry 330.
Yes, but now he gets Chick-fil-A. That's the only reason why we run.
For food.
For food.
That's it.
Guys, and here's the bad part. Charlie signed up with provisional times for the 1500 and the mile, but he ultimately ended up not being accepted for Nike Outdoor Nationals. It doesn't really make sense because people with slower times than him got in. So maybe he signed up a bit too late, but hey, we're only in middle school. High school is going to be great for him. He's going to New Balance with me next year. It's going to be such a great time. Thank you guys for making it this far into the video. Hope you enjoyed, and see you at Nike. I raced in 4 to 5 days for the mile and the 800, so I am hyped. That was the meet. Special shout out to the cameraman, Dad.
That's right. Don't forget your body on. Oh yeah, body on. Did you try to blame me on?